Hello, everyone. I'm your expert for painting and decoration, and this is about the World Junior Skills, which is happening for the first time. It's been taken care by NSIDC, CBSE, and being looked upon by Pearl Academy as its academic skill partner. And in this video, while I'm talking to you, I would like to bring in, few things about this competition which you might be curious to know or might have certain questions. We would like to, bring it in a way that it removes all your doubts. But of course, we'll be even available after that, that I'll tell you how to contact us even after that, so that if you have any further questions and queries, you're most welcome to speak to us. So this is the very first opportunity for all of you to come to this Junior Skills Championship. It's the first Junior Skills Championship, and I am talking to you about painting and decoration. What is it about? What is the overview? Though you can, just see at the screen that we have written about it, but I would like to, bring that insight that since from very junior levels in your schools, there's a subject which you know by, painting or drawing or something like that, wherein you use colors and you bring wonderful patterns, beautiful sequences, wonderful thought ideas on paper, and then bring it live through colors. And what we are going to do here is to bring you to a kind of a skill wherein you will be able to do that on actual live surfaces. So all of us live in spaces, and we have, surfaces like walls, we have ceilings, we have surfaces on furniture. So whatever art ideas that you have developed for so long and has bought it on your drawing sheets with beautiful colors, you'll be able to do the same on the surfaces. And it is a big responsibility. Why? I'll tell you. Because professionally, when painters and decorators are there in the industry, they are responsible for bringing in these, beautiful surfaces, and they are actually, paid well, and it's a kind of service that they provide, which brings happiness and life into people. So a painter actually is responsible for internal and external surface appearances. And when we look at our walls, when we look at our ceilings, when we look at other surfaces that are around us, it has an impact on us. So it is very, very important to understand, what that space is being done for, what colors to choose, and what technique to use to bring in that kind of a feeling to the people who would be looking at those surfaces. Uh, and this brings in, some kind of an decoding technique wherein you should be able to interpret client requirements. What is the environment like, for an example, probably the technique or the colors or the pattern that you're using on in a bedroom would be very different for one you're using in the library or one you're using for a drawing room and things like that. Apart from that, we also need to understand what kind of a surface, because something to be done on a furniture, something to be done on wall would be two very, very different things. So when we look at it, we see that, apart from painting, there are other techniques also. We use decorative coatings, we use wallpapering, we use gilding, and so on. But the basics of that is to understand, what the surface is and what technique that we are going to put on it. Now, if we come to, why and who are the person who are meant for it. So if you have inclination towards creativity, if you like to innovate, if you like to invent certain ideas and bring it to, certain platform wherein it could be a piece of paper, or it could be a surface, this is for you. If you have that critical thinking wherein, you say that, okay, this is what this person wants, and this is the solution that I'm giving to this person in terms of, aesthetic appearance, in terms of an output which is aesthetically so beautiful and is making a connect with the client. uh, and as you say, I'm talking about aesthetics. If you really want to enhance aesthetic values, it is for you. If you like to decorate surfaces, it is for you. You might be, doing it so on a piece of paper, but you will be learning the technique to do it on various surfaces, for that matter. The second thing is that, what are we going to the in what are the inputs that are going to be there to bring this to you. So before you get into this, we will be giving you, certain kind of inputs, but we would also suggest you to, have a look on, certain things, like for an example, since we are talking about design, you should know what are the elements and principles involved with designs, and what is uh, what is a color wheel, very basic knowledge about color wheel, how we are using brush and paints to, create surfaces. And I would also suggest, since, I know at school levels there are a lot of, traditional crafts that are being taught. You might have come across a lot of traditional surface crafts. So just to brush that up would also, help you to bring into this, because uh, as we all reside in India, and India as a country has lot of, varied crafts which are there, and we can think of, that's why I told you, innovation and critical thinking is very important. We can bring that up in here and create a surface for that. And the second question that's here is that what a competitor needs to know about the skill. uh, you should be able to, kind of an understand, how you expand the creativity and aesthetic value of any surface through painting, decorating, maybe using, different surface techniques, and what all patterns and textures are there which can enhance a surface or bring in life to a surface, I would say. And what are you supposed to do in a test project? In a test project, you'll be given a brief. You need to decode that. And of course, you'll be trained to do that. Uh, you should know your understanding about interpreting that particular brief, and application or know-how of how, to bring that thing live. That means acquiring skill to bring it to the surfaces. That skills will of course be taught to you, and bringing up a beautifully aesthetic surface. So that's what is expected out of you. And how do we, there's a process, we will not suddenly jump into it. So there are 4 levels. Level 1, of course, when we talk about, we are all online for many many months. We'll again be doing this online. So there is going to be MCQ, multiple choice questions, where there is a question and you'll have to choose best option for that. This multiple choice questions would be based on the basic understanding of what we are talking about, the color wheel, color psychology, elements of design, and things like that. Then once you have understood this particular theory about color wheel, colors, designs and certain techniques, then you need to reflect upon it, means interpret it, that how practically it happens, brainstorm about all this, and then try to bring on outcomes for that. Level 2 MCQ would be based on that. So whatever research work that we'll be doing it between from level 1 to level 2, when we are bringing in, because we'll be definitely giving you certain things to read, we'll be telling you to um, attend the seminars that we are that we will be providing to you for kind of inputs. And then level 2 again comes with MCQ. Level 3 again is going to be an online MCQ, but then the kind of things that we would expect you to know is the process of surface preparation, design exploration, what are the different painting techniques, what are the different decoration techniques, and how to interpret a design brief. Then comes level 4, which we call as physical level, wherein you will be given a surface to, you know, kind of and convey whatever is in your mind and whatever you have designed by interpreting the client brief and bringing that surface live. And for that, you need to have material understanding. You need to know how to prepare that surface. Whatever the client brief was given to you, you need to decode that and deliver that particular solution. So that's level 4 is going to be an hands-on thing, wherein you are there and you're actually doing it. And I think that gives a lot of satisfaction and happiness when you see whatever was in your mind coming up onto the surface. That's a very beautiful feeling. Now, how are we going to evaluate that? So once we are looking at it, we would see, how your theoretical understanding has gone. Have you followed the design process? And how well practically you're able to do that on that particular surface. So this is the evaluation system and parameters on which you will be finally being judged. So MCQs are going to be yes or no's. So say if there are 60 questions in that, you will be kind of an given marks for that. The fourth one, the final one, would be assessed on how well you have understand the theoretical background, how well you have understood the design process of decoding and other things, and how well you have interpreted that and actually brought that on the surface. Now, the next thing could be, what exactly you need to have before coming into this. I would say, because we'll be doing a lot of things online, please be ready with good laptops, tablets, mobile phones, whatever it, with a very good internet facility, wherein, sometimes you might need to see certain videos, you might to see certain things in action. So I would suggest that you must have a good internet connectivity at that time. And then we would also kind of suggest you to have certain basic understanding of tools that are used in paintings and decoration. And this was the technical part. When we come to the non technical part, we say that please study about the theory of elements of design, principles of design, color theory, color psychology, all that I was just speaking to you before this, and basic technical terminology and awareness of surface crafts. There are certain instructions that we want you to follow. Uh, like I told you, the test will have MCQs. It could also contain certain sketches and all. Uh, and please brainstorm yourself, think critically for problem solving, and then we would move on to hands-on activity. So there's a sequence being followed, that the theory first and then you apply that particular theory and acquire a skill, and then you apply that particular theory onto a practical platform. I suppose I have given I think all the instructions, all the information that is required. But in case, even after listening to what I have to say, if you have any query, any other question, please feel free to write to World Skills India @ NSDCI NDIA, that is nsdcindia.org. Please make a note of this particular email address. You can write to us. We'll surely, definitely respond to you. So bye bye. Thank you so much and all the best. Thank you for having, these patience and listening to me. um, See you soon in other, connections wherein we'll be meeting through seminars and other things. Bye bye till then. Bye.